Hey guys, I wanted to share one of our newer products with you today. It's something that I don't talk about a lot, but it is something that I get questions about quite often. So I wanted to share this with you while I had a few minutes. So this is our Scentsy air purifier. Like I said, this is one of our newer products. It is one of our most expensive products that we have, but compared to similar items that are out there on the market, ours is at a super good deal. And it has a really neat feature that other air purifiers do not have, which I will show you in just a minute. So, the Scentsy air purifier has many cool features and details. So first off, it uses a HEPA H13 filter, which is going to filter out 99.95% of pollutants in your air. So it will purify everything as far as dust, pollen, bacteria, mold, allergens, all of that. Our air purifier is going to clean your air and grab all of those things out of your air because of this filter. So it is not a carbon-based filter, which is one question that I get a lot. It is the HEPA H13 filter. So if you're curious to know more about that, I highly suggest looking that up, okay? It's one of the best filters out there on the market. So another cool feature about our air purifier is you can leave it running constantly, or you have the option of letting it run every, I think it's 2, 4, or 8 hours, yes. So you can set it, and I'll show you how in just one second. Or if you're like me, you can leave it running all day long. Totally up to you. So when you unbox your air purifier, this is what it's going to look like. So it's a pretty good size, but I've also seen air purifiers that are a lot bigger than this. So they're kind of unsightly. They kind of stick out in your home. But so we keep this sitting right on our floor in our living room because that is where we spend most of the time. And because especially this time of year, we're spending more time indoors, you want to make sure that your air is clean and purified because you're breathing it in, right? You want clean air. So when you get your purifier, all you're going to do is turn it on. You will see this ring light up. So right now it is white. Now, sometimes when you turn it on, it's going to be a red color. So it will light up red. And what that means is there are pollutants in your air. So that means your air is dirty. So what happens is the air purifier pulls in that air, it passes through sensors and lets the machine know, is the air clean or does it need purifying further? So because my light is white, that means that my air in this room is clean. Now, sometimes it will turn red. So what the machine does is, when it turns red, it kicks it kind of into high gear. So the fan in here will start turning even faster. It will start working even harder to purify your air. And then once it turns white again, that means the air is clear and it will go back to the lower setting. So you can set your air purifier on auto, you can set it on low, or you can set it on high, depending on how hard you want it to work. Right now, mine is set to auto, which means if it detects the bad air and this turns red, it's going to bump it up to high gear. And then once the air is clean and my ring is white again, it's going to bump it back down to low. Okay, so that's just my personal preference. So I kind of wish this would turn red so you guys could see it, but the whole thing lights up red so you know something is up. So, like, I'm trying to think, like if you've had the windows open, I know it's a little too cold for that now, but during the summer when the windows are open and maybe dust is kind of coming in, this thing would turn red. Or if there's animals in the home, this may turn red occasionally for different things. If you have candles burning, I have seen other Scentsy consultants take a candle and hold it up close to the air purifier and it will actually turn red, versus holding our Scentsy wax close to it and it does not turn it red. So anyways, just a little fun fact. So you can turn that light off. So if you have this in a bedroom or somewhere where you don't want a really, really bright light, you can turn that light off. So the light is optional, okay? You can adjust the fan's setting. So this is on high. So if you like white noise when you sleep, the sound of this is amazing. Or you can turn it on low, or like I said, there's an auto. You can also set it to run every 2, every 4, or every 8 hours. And if the light's off, it's going to run continuously. This is our power button. And then you see mine has a little red dot right here. So this light indicates that it is time for me to change my filter. So one of the biggest questions I get asked is, how often do you have to change your filter? And it really depends on the environment that you have your purifier. It depends on how long you run it. So typically you only have to change the filter every 40 days if you run it continuously. And mine, I run it continuously, and mine was a little over 40 days because my air stays pretty clean. Now, if you smoke inside or you have lots of pets inside, once you hit that 40-day mark, your light may come on pretty soon. Ours lasted a lot longer than 40 days. I've had this for several months, and I've just now needed to change my filter. If you let it run like every 8 hours a day or so, you can go as much as like 3 months without changing a filter. And again, so it just depends on a lot of environmental factors and how often you run your purifier. But when the machine senses that you need to change your filter, it will give you that indicator light right there. So Scentsy sells the replacement filters. You can also add them to Scentsy Club and get them at a discount. So I want to show you how easy it is to change the filter, because I do need to change my filter. And then I will show you. So I'm going to turn this off. So, like I said, our air is pretty clean. We don't smoke. We just got 2 little kitties, but you know, cats don't really get dirty like dogs do. But I want to show you, and you can see like the dust floating around. See all this, ooh, I'll be sneezing here in a minute. All the junk this filter caught. And like, you can see how dirty it is in there. Like, ugh, gross. So you can see all the dust and junk it has caught. Like I said, we're not dirty. We don't have carpet. We take our shoes off at the door. That kind of thing. But let me show it to you compared to a brand new clean filter. Ugh, this makes me gross. Woo. You can see the difference. Clean filter versus dirty filter. And I have seen filters from people that smoke inside. Oh my goodness. It is a huge, huge, huge difference. So in order to change the filter, all you do, there's a little cover on here at the bottom. You turn it to unlock it. You literally just drop the filter back down in there. You turn it. Let me find the little arrow here. Put the little cover on, just like this, and turn it, and it locks it in. Okay, I'm good to go. So let me turn it back on. All right, and it's still white. Okay, so that's a good thing. So the cool thing about our purifier that other purifiers do not do. Okay, what are these 2 holes, you might ask? These are for pods. Yes, our pods, the same pods that we use in our fan systems that I'm obsessed with. So not only is this an air purifier, but it's like a giant wall fan. a fan system, okay? So it's going to pump out clean air, but it's also going to pump out fragrance. Now, you can put 1 or 2 depending on how many you want or how much fragrance you want. They're going to sit right there. I like to, well, it really depends on the fragrance. Some fragrances are a little stronger and I may only use 1, okay? So it's time for me to change out my pods. So I had my hollow coconut in here, but I'm feeling a little Christmassy now. So I'm going to put in some Mighty Pine. So when you come in my living room, it's going to smell just like a real Christmas tree. And if you're watching this later, it is getting close to Christmas. So my house is going to smell like a real live Christmas tree. So you pop your pods in right there. Whenever your purifier is running, it's going to be blowing the air back. That air is going to circulate through these pods, and it's also going to dispense the fragrance back into the air. So how cool is that? Again, this is our Scentsy air purifier. Love it, love it, love it. I'm just constantly amazed by this thing. My cats don't bother it, thank goodness. So, love it. Just turn it on. It already smells like a Christmas tree. It's like instant fragrance. So, Scentsy air purifier. I love it for white noise. But anyway, you need to check it out. They are a little costly. I'm not even going to lie about that. But if you want to get the air purifier, there is a way that you can get it discounted. You can get it half off simply by speaking to me, and I'll give you all the details. So if you're interested in the air purifier, let me know. Bye, guys.